BMW's R1200GS has just been given its first significant updates in 3. They include upgrades to the electronics, giving the traction control lean angle data so it can adapt accordingly. Perhaps the big news is a Rallye edition, the closest thing in the BMW range to a KTM R model. It's got a new, rather fetching paint job, plus some off-road-centric features. It's got a new single-unit seat that's flatter and thinner through the knees. The small screen is also part of the package, as are the wide foot pegs taken straight from the R1200GS Adventure model. The center stand has been removed. In addition to the lean angle sensitive traction control, you also gain more ability to control individual settings within rider modes, including throttle response, traction control and ABS. The GS is a bike that never fails to impress me. It's been 3 years since the last round of significant updates and plenty of bikes have attempted to steal its crown in that time. Despite the constant onslaught of new, very good machines, it always seems to hold its own. It's the fundamental characteristics of the bike that allow it to keep sitting at the top of the pile. It handles fantastically, the engine is a torque-filled, smile-inducing monster, and it's crazy easy to ride. I've simplified things there, but that is the crux of what a day on GS taught me. Let me explain. The road performance is generally what captures my heart about the GS. I always return to the saddle buoyed by the enjoyment of many other bikes, impressed by their prowess on the blacktop. And yet after a 5-month absence from the seat of an R1200GS, it blew me away like I'd never ridden one before. It's quirky to ride. The front end doesn't really dip on the brakes, so running corners is a different experience. Different is, however, not bad. It doesn't dip, dive, wallow or sit up inappropriately. The GS turns into corners with the faintest of thoughts, holds that line outrageously well and makes life on the public road stupidly easy. It's confidence-inspiring and effortless. You don't need to concentrate to ride a GS at all. You can roll along, not touching the brakes or barely touching the throttle, and still carrying tremendous pace.